Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I am Worthy, and this is Benjamin. So for today, I'd like to read something from a book that I came across recently. And as you know, the topic of this video today is Unconditional Love. Okay. So this is a book from this Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Okay. Let me read a section, then we'll talk a little bit. So it says here, yet if you knew who you are, that you are the most magnificent, the most remarkable, the most splendid being God has ever created, you would never fear. You will never fear. For who could reject such wondrous magnificence? Not even God could find fault in such a being. But you do not know who you are, and you think you are a great deal less. And where did you get the idea of how much less than magnificent you are? From the only people whose word you will take on everything, from your mother and your father. It was your parents who taught you that love is conditional. You have felt their conditions many times, and that is the experience you take into your own love experience relationships. It is also the experience you bring to me. From this experience, you draw your conclusions about me. Within this framework, you speak your truth. God is a loving God, you say, but if you break His commandments, He will break you with eternal banishment and everlasting damnation. You have forgotten what it was like to be loved. You have forgotten what it was like to be loved with condition. You do not remember the experience of the love of God, and so you try to imagine that God's love must be like based on what you see of love in the world. So, the reason I started this video was when I was going through these challenges, and I still have a lot of questions. So I do a lot of readings, and why did I call it I'm Worthy? Because that's how I felt over the years, that I'm not worthy. And as I think back, it's all about this conditional love. When was the last time you felt something that is unconditional, right? It did, you mentioned earlier about parents, but it did not end there, right? You went to school, and in school, same thing. You are a good student. If you listen, if you're obedient, you get your grades, right? Later on, after studying, you went to the society, right? You work whatever job it is. For us, it's the same thing. As a physician in training, the attending will say, hey, why did you not do this? Why did you not do that, right? You're not a good doctor until you do all of this. You try your best, but still things happen, right? I remember at one time when I was already an attending and a patient was having this potassium level up and down. Yeah, I slept next to him. I slept in the ICU. There was an empty bed, so I slept there. We were checking his numbers like every hour, and nurses were calling me every hour, so I slept there, right? It is that conditional love that you have to do everything for your patient, and that makes you a good doctor, right? And now, fast forward to 2024, nowadays, same thing. There's something called patient satisfaction. Patient came to see you, you tell them the truth, right? This is not good, that is not good, they don't like it. So they gave you a bad review. And your boss said, no, it's not good, so you're not getting the bonus this year. And that's a few $1,000s, right? So anyway, it doesn't matter. For me, I'm learning that. I'm learning to love because I love someone. I'm learning to love myself with all the things I did over the years. And that's something that you want to think about too, right? Again, like I always say, I'm worthy and you're worthy. And that was not the way we were brought up. We were brought up saying that we're not, we're not worth it because we didn't do this, we didn't do that. The love that we got, there's no acceptance. You're only being accepted if you do this and you do that. That's conditional love. And thus I hope that I can learn from this, and I can also give people around me, or even Benny, my dog Benny, Yeah, there are times that he can really cause a lot of trouble, but most of the time he's good. So I accept him. I love Benny as a whole, everything, and it's not conditional, right? Same as my wife Belia also. So anyway, it's Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you to give some thought to think about. I think it's just not me. I think if you look around, all of us went through the same thing, through our household upbringing, to schooling, and as our job in the society also. Okay. Well, until we meet again, I'm worthy. You are worthy. Stay safe and take care. Namaste.